Level 100. Pinnacle of power for a Pokemon. Very few Pokemon ever reach this level. This is a series of videos in which I push Pokemon's levels to the absolute limit by raising them to 100 in unconventional ways and environments. Because, more or less, I'm crazy. This is the Level 100 Gauntlet. I hope you enjoy. Hey everyone, it's Absol, and today's challenge is all about the 20th anniversary of Pokemon, with Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow being released on the 3DS eShop. My goal today is to raise a Pokemon to level 100 only by means of the Daycare, which means that I have to take a lot of steps because one step is equal to one experience point. On top of this, the Generation 1 games might be the slowest in terms of walking, biking, and possible methods for auto-leveling, which I'll go into in a little while later. So, the gauntlet has definitely been thrown. So let's get started. My journey began on March 25th, 2016 when I downloaded and began Pokemon Red version. If you're wondering, there's no real particular reason why I chose Red version first, I just kind of picked it. First off, to get this all started, we need to capture a Jigglypuff. And if you're wondering why I chose Jigglypuff, it can be found very early on in Route 3 by Mount Moon at a very low level, as low as levels can go in the Gen 1 games. And it's in the fastest possible experience group for Gen 1, meaning it requires the least amount of experience points to reach level 100.
We have had our fated encounter with the Jigglypuff. I don't think I have anything that won't kill it, so gotta catch up with the raw Pokeball.
For some reason, the capture of Jigglypuff took a really long time. In fact, the capture took so long that you can see me get up from my bed and sit down at my desk to record the rest of the capture. Got it. That took a lot longer than I thought. But now we have the Jigglypuff that we need for this whole quest. And now I gotta get to the Daycare, which involves going through Mount Moon, and then I just gotta play through the game until I reach a certain point. So let's go. So, right then, I could have started the grind to level 100 with only 2 badges and had a level 100 Jigglypuff that early. But for the sake of convenience, I wanted to get a little bit further in the game. I wanted access to the bicycle, the rocket hideout at the game corner, and the safari zone, all of which you will see explained throughout the video later. So, I just played through the game until I reached that point.
Okay, so I'm at the Daycare now. I have 3 badges, but I have played through the game to the point where I can pretty much travel throughout the whole region without having to worry about running into trainer battles. And I am about to pick up the Jigglypuff. It's grown by 29 levels over the course of this, which is pretty nice. Let's see how much experience it has right now so we can make calculations of how long it's going to take to finish this off in the Daycare. Okay, it's currently at level 32. And it has 26,819 experience. And overall, Jigglypuff is in the fast experience group, which is the fastest that exists in Gen 1 games, which requires 800,000 experience points to reach level 100. We're going to need 773,181 more experience points in order to reach level 100, and that's the number of steps that we're going to have to take. So in order to get a good perspective on how long this is going to take, I'm about to do some sort of step calculation. So let's go to the Safari Zone to do that. Okay, I'm about to enter the Safari Zone where you have 500 steps. So what I'm going to do, since it's such an easy thing to time because you get called on the PA when you go out, is I'm going to hop on my bike and I'm going to immediately start as soon as I start moving this stopwatch. And I'm going to figure out exactly how long it takes to make these 500 steps, and from there I'll make the calculation of how long it's going to take to get this Jigglypuff to 100 from where we're at. So let's go! Okay, so that's definitely not a perfect calculation by any means, but that was 500 steps, I'm pretty sure. So, that is 1 minute and 20 seconds. Let's make some calculations from here now. Okay, so I just made the calculations, and I might be in over my head, but I still want to try and finish this. So in 80 seconds, you can do 500 steps. That means you do 6.25 steps per second, so 6 1/4. We need 773,181 steps in order to get this Jigglypuff to 100. And if you divide that by 6.25, it's going to take 123,708.96 seconds to complete, which if you divide that by 60 is 2,061.816 minutes. Divide that by 60 again, that's 34 hours. And that's kind of crazy. I'm known to do crazy things. I've probably done crazier things. This is going to take a while, but if I go at it gradually, I think I can get this done. Seems pretty reasonable. It's going to be a long 34 hours, but rest assured, those 34 hours won't be spent exclusively playing the game. I can do a lot while just moving my thumbs left and right. So for the next couple of weeks, I just kind of figured out random stuff I could be doing while pressing left and right, such as walking around outside, shiny hunting, watching anime, and riding the exercise bikes at the gym while looking like a total idiot. After a while though, I started to wonder, was all of my extra work really necessary, or could I let the game do the work for itself? In every other generation of Pokemon games, there is a good spot to pretty much gain auto levels by leaving the game overnight with the button held down or something. So I found a spot to do auto leveling just to see how much longer it would take compared to me actively playing the game. After leaving the game on overnight and doing a little time lapse, what I discovered was that in one night of auto leveling, I only got the same amount of experience points that I would have gotten from actively riding my bike around for 1 hour. So I decided to stop auto leveling because it just frankly wasn't worth it. I kind of like this because I don't feel like I'd really have that same sort of motivation if I was trying to raise something to 100 in Daycare on any other game. Alright, so now it is May 10th, and I am at around 79 hours and 44 minutes game time, which means I've put around 60 hours in, I think. You know, I don't even completely remember exactly when I started, but I know it was at least 10 hours into the game. That's how long it's been since I've started this. And right now my Jigglypuff has grown by 89 levels, meaning that it's at level 92, meaning that at least it has 622,950 experience points, and at most it has around 643,000. So we're at least 75% of the way there. You know, going back, thinking about all I've filmed for this, I can't even recall what all I've filmed for this because it's just been so sporadic. Because really, there's no good reason to film me riding a bike back and forth for hours at a time. But I guess what's more important is just what I'm doing whenever I'm doing that in order to pass the time and show you that I'm not crazy and I'm not doing that all day. Speaking of sporadic random footage, here's some footage that I gathered from the Daycare man himself of what's actually going down when he's raising my Jigglypuff. It is June 27th at 12:43 a.m. right now. I've put in over 80 hours into this challenge, some of this being automatic playing and not necessarily me running around the whole time. But I'm outside the daycare right now. When I talk to this man, he is finally saying my Jigglypuff has grown by 97 levels. Meaning that all this hard work has paid off, and we now have a level 100 Jigglypuff. Oh, it looks great. The best part about this is that if I ever want to evolve it, I can just evolve it with the Moonstone right now, or I can keep it a Jigglypuff forever. Well, now that this 20th anniversary challenge is finally over, 3 months later, I'm glad I did this. And I'm glad I realized that I was way in over my head during this, but I'm glad it's over, and it was fun in the end. Got a lot of random stuff done while working on it. Since it's the 20th anniversary of Pokemon, I plan on trying to do a few more challenges in Red and Blue and Yellow on the 3DS before Sun and Moon come out. So look forward to those gauntlets soon as well. They probably won't be as daunting as this one though. I hope that in the end this video came out alright, because I have 3 months worth of scattered footage that I need to edit right after I finish filming this. So I hope this turned out okay. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.